Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog. So, I have actually been able to do this. This is the third week, so that's good. So, yeah, I don't know how to start this, to be completely honest. Yeah, let's just talk about the reading plans for this week. It's actually Tuesday already today. I didn't read yesterday, so yeah, we are a little behind, but yeah. The plan for this week is, I think it's to finish The Beast Warrior. I have not started this yet, which I should do, but it is 600 pages. Yeah, it's 600 pages, which basically means if I read 100 pages each day, I will finish this on Sunday. So I just think that is a good plan to finish this within the week. So yeah, this is basically the second book in the Beast Player series. I don't know the full name of it. The first book is Beast Player. And basically, this is, we are still following Ellen, and she's a beast doctor, and yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to talk about this. It's the second book. I really love the Beast Player, and yeah, we are basically following Ellen throughout the whole thing, so I can't wait to see the conclusion. Really interesting to see. Can't wait for this. And then I think I might try to finish this as well. I am 56 pages into this, and it is almost 400 pages, so read a little bit over 50 pages of this should be okay. So just see if how many pages I need to read. Yeah, to finish this within the week. I'm not sure if I like it or not. This might be like the worst book of the week, but maybe the year. Who knows? Maybe it's good. I don't know. So I'm curious to see if I'm going to like it. I mean, if I hate it when I come to page 100, I won't, finish it, but I will try and finish it. And then, to be completely honest, I hope to finish also After You. I am 58 pages into this one, and this one is like 500. Yeah. Yeah, 500 pages, so I want to try and finish this one as well. I mean, that's 100 pages of this as well every day, so it will be a lot of reading. However, I want to try and do it because I'm currently working on 3 books, and I just want to get them done so I can read other things as well and try and get my TBR down a lot. I'm going to see, I think this one has an audiobook, so that's good. That means that when I play Animal Crossing, I can listen to this. I don't think this one has an audiobook, and this one I will have to read physically. If this one has an audiobook, I will definitely pick up the audiobook, but I know for sure that this one has one, and I read this in Norwegian, so it's not taking that long, and yeah, so I do believe that it is in Norwegian as well, so I'm going to do that and yeah, just see if if I can get through things, and then, you know, next month, which is just a few days away, one of the things I am doing in my book, not in my book club, but the book club I am part of, I'm basically a part of going to try the something called like a series readathon, which basically is that you read series as you start new series or you finish or continue on. So I hope to do a lot of that. I do know that I have some series on my shelf, so I will definitely try and get to some of them. Like maybe I can get to the last one, which I don't know. I really don't know what the last one is called. Yeah, it doesn't say here either, so I don't know. But it's basically the last one of this. And yeah, and this one is also a series. However, I will have been like almost done with this by Friday. So I don't know if I'm going to count this or if I can count this, because I will almost be done with that. But I do have a lot of other series to start that I have on my shelf. So I definitely have one currently on my mind that I really should get to, and that is The Gilded Wolves. I read the first book. I might need to reread that, freshen up my mind, and then continue on with that series, you know. So maybe like when I am done with one of these, I will start The Gilded Wolves, just so I am done with that, and then start this Silver Serpent. I think that's the next one, maybe, and then I don't know if like yeah, I'd always have like one of my books that I'm currently reading like an audiobook, because some of the books on my shelf I have as an audiobook, so that might be one thing to do, like always have one of my books as an audiobook, so I can do that, because I try and play Animal Crossing every day, because that is something I enjoy doing, and then listen to one of these as an audiobook, because that's really, I mean, playing Animal Crossing, I can definitely do some reading, which I haven't been great at, but then, you know, I really should get to my books, because I just have too many books, and I just really want to see what books I like on my shelves or not. But I think I have been talking for a while now, so I'm going to start some reading. I think I might start with this, but then again, I mean, I should kind of start with my physical reading of this, just because it might take some time. It's actually a little later in the day, and it's like 3:30, and I have read some, so after you, I am up to page 120. I'm not going to say more than that, because this one is for another vlog, which will be out when I have read the other books. So yeah, this might take me a little while. But then, the other two books that I am going to talk about. The first one is The Beast Warrior, and I am 108 pages in, and I'm going to tell you I love this. So, in the first book, we basically, you know, got a few things that you never got the answer to, which basically, like Ellen's mother, Soyeon, was like, I'm sure you will find the answer when you are older, and don't say this to anyone. And you know, you're just like, I don't know why. And in this one, you basically see Ellen figure out kind of, let's call it her mother's secrets. And that is so interesting. 108 pages in. This one, it took me like an hour to read 100 pages. This was so good, and I can't wait to continue on. And this is going to be really interesting, you know, and just how is this book going to end? I mean, I love this family. I love Ellen and I love Eero. And they, yeah. So I am afraid that this book will end badly. And the reason why I say that is that basically a lot of people want to, they use Toras in war, and a lot of people want to use the Beast Lords as like in war as well, and I am really afraid of how that is going to affect everything. And I actually think we haven't gotten to that part yet, but I have like a hunch that we will follow Nason, which basically is her mother's like earlier betrothed, and he is a part of this clan that the mother was a part of called the Alio. And yeah, I'm just wondering if we might see that. So my best guess is that it's brewing for another war in this. Over to another topic, which I don't know about this book. Tease for 3. I am going to continue on at least for like a few, like for, this is almost for for another 50, 100 pages till I get to page 200. So right now I am on page 133, and so far I'm just, the most difficult part with this book is basically that Eddie's mother ran away when he was young because he was different. And basically now the grandmother is taking care of him, and she basically hates him, calls him stupid, and he's basically locked up in his room 24/7, except one day where he goes to shower. He's like locked up in his room. I don't like that, so I'm just really, I have a hunch that I'm not going to like this book one bit, just because yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's really difficult to understand the grandmother, because yes, obviously it's difficult to take care of the child that the mother ran away from, but and he's different. You obviously, you know that he is different, that he has some sort of learning disability, and maybe is like not the most, like the brightest kid. However, I just feel like sit down, and if you don't think that he is like he's learning enough, then sit down and teach him. And if he has a learning disability, she don't help him like with any reading or with anything. She barely spends time with him, and she don't want him to go to school because obviously that's dangerous. And I'm just, yeah, it's just, I don't like this book, and I don't know why I'm not DNFing it. I am curious to see if the mother is going to change at all, because if it's not, I won't like it. But this is probably right now maybe a 2 stars. Will it get any higher? I don't know, and the thing is, I doubt it, you know. So, I'm pretty sure you can hear the fan. I hope it's not too loud, but you know, there's nothing I can do about it because it's so warm, so hot. But I have read more from each book, and it's actually Thursday, so I have not read my parts in either of books yet, so I hope I will be able to do that today. But I mean, it's quite a lot. It's 2:30, and I haven't read a single page, but hopefully everything will be fine. I mean, if I won't finish it, I have time tomorrow to like do, let's call it, double reading. So yeah, let's just talk a little bit about that. So this vlog won't get too long because I know it's already starting to get kind of long. After you, I am like 200 pages, like almost halfway through. So this one, I won't talk about any feelings, but I am reading this. It's for another vlog, which I hope to be able to get out in possibly July. So far this one is okay. Then I have gotten quite a lot longer in T is for 3. I am 215 pages in there too, so I have like 176, maybe like 160 something pages longer in this. So yeah, I don't know if I will finish this today. It might be like by that I'm not prioritizing as much. So basically, we are now, I don't know how old Eddie is, like 16 maybe. I really don't know. I haven't, yeah, I don't know how old he is right now. We have jumped like 5 years, so yeah, I have no idea how old he actually is. 12? He's 12. Okay, so he should be like 17 where I'm up to. And it has gotten a little better, but I don't think it's more than a 2 stars, you know, right now. But I'm intrigued enough to continue on. I don't hate it to DNF it, but I don't think this will be for me, just because the only person I kind of like is Reagan and Eddie. So Reagan is the girl next door, and basically she don't see him as different. Then we have the grandma. She's horrible up to, yeah, like up till now she has been horrible. I hope she gets a little better, but yeah, I mean, she basically said that she basically says that she is like, I'm this mean to you because the world is horrible. And then I'm like, well, he will. I mean, you don't have to be horrible to teach him that the world is a horrible place. You don't need to be horrible to him in an already horrible place. And from now, I mean, he's like, what, 17? And he's been stuck in his room for 17 years. And I just don't think that is okay. The grandma don't care about him. She's up with to him for 3 meals, and she barely talks to him. And I just, it's just frustrating, this book. But I mean, I am as far, you know, I am this far in, so I can just, you know, just finish it. And actually have something to say on. Yeah. Then the Beast Warrior. I am 210 pages in, and wow, this is amazing. So, I mean, this is just like the, let's call it the first part. So this is basically for like book 2 and 3. No, 3 and 4, I mean. So book 3 will definitely be amazing. So this is just a lot of things that you kind of didn't get the answer to in the first book. You definitely get the answer in this one. And I really like, you know, how the world expands, and yeah, it's really, really cool. So for today, at least if I get to it, I will yeah, I will definitely get to be finished with the first like book, call it that. So the first part I will be done with. So yeah, it's really, really interesting, and I can't wait to continue on with this. And it's a really easy read, you know, it just flies by. So that is kind of all my updates. I don't have kind of anything else to say, but yeah, so far I am at least enjoying some of the books I'm reading. And you know what I just figured out, like yesterday? The Breath of the Wild-thon is now, you know, it started on Monday, and I am going to take part, you know, I said that to myself, and I haven't done a single thing. So let's just quickly go over. We have Share Your Readathon TBR. I mean, I haven't started, so let's just talk about that. Yeah, read a hyped or highly recommended book. So if I am able to pick it up, I want to read Welcome to the Dark Side. So this one, I just feel like this is a really like recommended book if you're talking about age gaps, because this is a huge age gap, and I have the audiobook and I really want to get to this. So I think that is going to be for that. So read a book with a romantic plot / subplot, and I will read after you for that. And then read a book that gives you chills. And I actually think I'm going to do the Beast Warrior for this, just because I have a feeling that this book will give me chills, because so far it's just so good, and I am really scared that I will be an emotional wreck when I'm done. And it's just, yeah, for me it just gives me chills how, you know, even if it's a fantasy book, you see how horrible they basically treat their, like, the animals. And then we have participate in a reading sprint. I will do that throughout the week. I mean, I have 4 days left, 3 days, because I don't know how much reading I will get done today. But now, yeah, I will update probably when I am like finished with a few books, or I've started Welcome to the Dark Side or something. But maybe when I am halfway through the Beast Warrior or something, but maybe more also when I am done with books, you know, just because I don't want to update on anything and says that I still like this book. So it's Friday, and I've finished a book. I'm halfway through a book, and then we definitely have a lot of reading to get done this weekend to finish 3 books. That's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be difficult or not, but let's talk about the book that I finished, and that is T is for Tree. I gave this 2 stars. So it did get better, like the last, I don't know, 100 pages ish, like around 100 pages left. It got better. The grandma wasn't as an asshole as I was rambling about. Like, yeah. But Reagan, she's grown up and she's a woman and she's like 16, into normal teenager stuff. And she becomes a bitch to Eddie for a while dating this guy that she thinks that she loves, and she wants to move in with him and just quit school. So, yeah. I think that was a spoiler, but yeah. So, the ending was... I don't know how I feel about the ending, to be completely honest. It was a little sad, but then I also was a little annoyed, so I don't know how I am going to feel about this book. So I gave it 2 stars, just because I don't think the last 100 pages, gave it as much as, yeah, I don't think that I liked these, like, last 100 pages for me to give it more than 2 stars, And I just feel like I was annoyed at one person or another throughout the whole book, and yeah. Then you all heard that I was going to start Welcome to the Dark Side, and I have definitely started Welcome to the Dark Side. And I am 200 pages in, so I am already halfway through this book. So I started yesterday, I have read 100 pages more today, and I have like 179 pages left. I am listening to the audiobook, and wow. Let's just say that one, like, perfectly good thing is that, Suze has a really dark voice, and yeah, and she has gotten a narrator with a really dark voice, and that is amazing. That's really good, because we get alternate, not like totally alternating, but we get both Suze and Lou's perspective. So that's really good. So I can't actually wait to continue on with this, but I do have 2 other books that I really need to get moving on. I mean, I did not read my 100 pages for neither The Beast Warrior or After You yesterday, so I really should do 200 pages today, which is really a lot since it's like 4:45. So I don't think that I will finish everything today. I might do 100 pages of After You and then try and read as much from The Beast Warrior as possible, just because I do have more left in The Beast Warrior than I have in After You. So I think that's the plan. So it's Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. I still have so much to read. It's just crazy. I have so much to read. I have one thing that I'm going to focus on though, and that is this. Even though I have like 400 pages left, that's 200 pages today, 200 pages tomorrow, which is a lot. I haven't read much from this over the last few days, which is bad because I'm really liking it, and I should get to this because I said that I'm supposed to finish this tomorrow. So this should be interesting to see how much I'm going to read. I mean, get to this week. So, But I have finished the book right now. I finished Welcome to the Dark Side, and in this one, this is the second book in the Fallen Man series, and you can read them as standalones. I think that the story gets a little richer if you read them, you know, in the order that they were published. Or like the, yeah, which will be the recommended reading order if you are to kind of read them, because then you get to know the people and everything like that. So basically in this one we are following the president of the Fallen Man, which is Zeus, and basically Lou, and Lou is 17, Zeus is like 30 something, 30, I don't know, 6 I think. So it's a big age gap, and not everyone is comfortable with this. You know, there are a lot of people who don't like this book because of the age gap. She is 17, and yeah. And another thing is that King, which you got to know in Lessons in Corruption, he is 19. So he's 2 years older than Lou, which then will be the stepmom, you know. So I can see why a lot of people don't like this book because of those things. I personally, I don't have anything against it, because I grew up in a family where basically, not mom and dad particularly, but in our, you know, family, we have huge age gaps. I mean, older than this one. I don't remember if she was like 18, and if the I don't know if it was a son or daughter, was like 7. She was rather 2 years younger, but I think he was 2 years older. And the father was like probably like 50. So as you can see, we have some huge age gaps in our family. So for me, it's just, I feel like when you grow up with that, you don't care as much in the age gaps. You can say that it is weird, but you don't particularly like scream, oh gross, because you have heard about it before. You have heard about larger age gaps than 19 years. So it's just, you know, yeah. So I really love this book, so 5 stars obviously. I think this is the first one I read, loved it, and then I read the entire series. I own the entire series, and I can't wait for Caution to the Wind to come out, and I can read that. So yeah, for now I'm going to reread all of them with the audiobook, which is fantastic. The narrator for Zeus is so spot on, you know, dark voice, which, you know, it's just great that she has found a narrator with a really, really deep voice. You know, you have like narrators with, you know, not too dark voices, but the one who narrates Zeus has a really dark voice, and that is great because Zeus is described as having a dark voice, so you obviously should get a narrator with that. So that's great. Finished with this. Now I need to focus on this. Just, I don't know how, I don't know if I will be able to finish this. Hopefully I will. So it's actually much later. I don't know if you can hear me over the fan. Hopefully you can. So I have finished 2 books. So the first book I finished was The Beast Warrior, and I gave this 5 stars. Loved it. So I have finished this duology. I really love both of them, and yeah, I cried. This book destroyed me at the end. Then I also finished After You. I'm not going to say anything more because I have another vlog which this one will be in, but yeah, I finished that as well. That means I have finished all the books that I was supposed to do this week today, so hopefully it will last long enough for us to pick another book. Okay, so it's Muse of Nightmares, which basically means I want to reread Strange the Dreamer, so I guess we are doing that. Okay, let's wrap up this vlog quickly before the battery is dead. I have finished book, The Shut Eye. This one is basically about a couple who basically leaves their door open and their kid run away. So the thriller, I don't know. I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. It was okay, but overall yeah, it was like a part where I was pretty bored. So 3 stars. It was okay. Didn't love it. It's not something I will reread, but I'm glad to have this one out of the way. It was a pretty decent read overall. So yeah, I don't have much to say about this, but another physical book done, which is great. So yeah, our battery is blinking, so I'm going to end this vlog here, and I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another video. I don't know if I will do like a vlog next week, but we will see. So